The Aspen Skiing Company announced this week their new Give a Flake campaign, letting people know whether their congressional representatives are pro or anti-climate and ask them to contact them either to thank them or chastise them for their votes. The author of this story, I want to give credit for the words I even just read right here, Ed Sealever. This is part of your work in Denver Business Journal. Aspen taking a stand in a marketing campaign, unique, new.
It's new to the extent that we're seeing that this year. I mean, Aspen last year came out with its Aspen Values campaign. We're talking about unity and taking a stand on something. And frankly, we've seen surveys showing that, especially among millennials, more than half of them want to buy products from a company that stand for something, that take a stand on something. But it's a really interesting move to see them go this political during an election year. And I think it's a lot about the times we're in, to feel like they can attract people to the mountain by saying, look, we not only want you to come and ski here, we want you to tell your representatives to preserve our climate and preserve our winters, because that's where we stand. The folks at Aspen said, yeah, we expect some sort of backlash, but not a lot. They think it's a very existential crisis to their industry. If it stops snowing, they're not going to be able to advertise anything to these folks. But I think it'll be very interesting to see the reaction. And this is certainly not quite the Nike Colin Kaepernick campaign we're talking about there, but everyone I talked to for this story analogize it to that. The people are now willing to take these bigger stands because of the heightened times we're in when people want to hear about these issues, not just about the things they can do for fun. So it'll be very interesting to see the reaction they get in the coming weeks and months here.
Patty, surprised to see a stance out of Aspen Skiing Company?
No, because it's really playing off what they started last year. There are so many ski areas, not just in Colorado, but around the country. You have to differentiate yourself somehow, and Aspen already has a status level. It's a little hard to argue about climate when it's not like people can walk to Aspen. There is absolutely no way you can get there that does not consume a lot of energy before you even hit the slopes.
Krista, the people who go skiing at Aspen Privates has diverse opinion on anything, especially when it comes to climate change. Is this marketing campaign new Coke, or who cares?
You know, in a way, it's kind of a who cares. It's obviously posturing. It's not actually going to do anything for the environment. You've got rich people flying in from California, leaving their 10,000 square foot house to hang out in their 10,000 square foot guest house on their private jet. I mean, this is about rich people feeling a little bit better about their decisions, and you know, that's fine, but I don't think it's actually going to do anything for the global warming crisis.
Penn, wrap it up for us.
Well, I don't think it makes a big difference with regard to Aspen, but to Ed's bigger point, when you see what Aspen's doing, when you see what Nike's doing, I think we're entering into an era, and maybe this whole tribalism is driving this, in terms of companies wanting to establish some sort of higher ground in the context of social responsibility, that we're more than just a ski company. We're a ski company that promotes green things, or we're more than just a sneaker company. We're a sneaker company that supports or vindicates the civil rights of African American men. So I think we're going to see more of that, and it's going to be an interesting trend. It may be nauseating. Who knows?